Hello and welcome to Court Farms. This is episode 18, and just before we get on to the main agenda for today, I'm just going to finish off the grass that we cut off our main grass field. I've got about 33 bales, somewhere around there, I think. So I'm going to put 24 into our bale store, and we'll just offload those now quickly. Build up a nice little grass stack, and we should have enough for the foreseeable future now. I'm aware of the sort of bale limits on FS22, so I don't want to push that too much in terms of leaving us the ability to still do grass contracts or baling contracts, because we'll need to have space for the bales that we produce there. So this is the second lot, so there's 12 in a load, so this is 24, and then the balance we'll sell. So this little trailer works really nicely for the size of the farm. It's an auto-load trailer, of course. Makes it nice and easy to stack when you get into the barns. Saves a bit of time. The only thing is you've got to just make sure that your trailer isn't in the operations mode when you drive into the store. That happened to me a little while ago, and you can see in that stack that was in the front there, there was an extra bale and a hay bale mixed in. I don't know how the hay bale actually got into it, because it generally doesn't take two types of bale, but in any case. Right, so this we're going to sell to town stores. While I was waffling on there, town stores was just slightly cheaper, but because it's so close, was slightly less income, should I say, about £2 a litre, compared to, I can't remember which other one it was, but but it was so much closer. I thought best just bring it here and get that done. We'll just offload this. Yeah, so we've got Jared working on field 104 doing a cultivating contract. It's the only contract for today. It's a reasonable size field, reasonable income, but I don't think it'll keep him busy for the whole day. So we'll just get him to sort out the grass field, roll it in preparation for our first spring cuts.
Ben, come in.
Hi Jared, I was just talking about you. How's it going with that field?
Going like the clappers, bro. I thought I would let you know I am just about done here.
Good stuff, Jared. Just make sure you get all the little bits in the corners, and once that's done, if you can get the equipment back to the store, and then just pop into the farm and ask him for payment. And once you've got that, if you can just send the details on to me, and that should pretty much be it, really. We don't have any more other contracts, so get on back down to the farm and you can start rolling the grass field. We'll see you later.
Way ahead of you there, boss. I took the liberty and phoned the client just before I got hold of you. He said he would send you the payment details shortly. I will get on with rolling the grass field as soon as I have returned the equipment. Jay, over and out.
Well, that was a nice bit of initiative from Jared. Nice bit of income coming there, just over 8 grand. Can't complain with that. Haven't said that for a while ever. Alright, let's get started on this new goat pen that I want to build. So I think I'm going to put it at the top of this field. It seems to be the easiest place for me to get a fairly flat route into, and without having major steps because of the uphill. So I'm not too worried about it being uneven in the field part. I just want to not have too much of a dip in the delivery area and be able to connect up a track to it without having too many bumps. So I'm not worried about that little corner there. That's all okay. And then we'll just smooth this off a bit. We'll put in some sheds at the top. I think we'll put 2 of those in. Like I did with the other field at the bottom. It will have the fence in the front, but we'll just undo those in the evening when the goats go in to sleep. Just keeps them out of the shed during the day. Yeah, that looks alright. Happy with that. Of course we have to have the milk collection at the milking point. So yeah, that's done. So the powers that be in the local government will be quite happy with that. Right. There's a little bit of a dip there. It's not too bad though. It's not too bad. We'll just smooth out the area just in the little bit of the front there, because we're going to have to extend this area in the front to be able to turn the vehicles around. Not sure how big it will have to be, but we can sort that out as we progress. A bit difficult to see because I haven't put down the gravel yet, or the dirt, the hard core. Let's get that done. Yeah, so this can take another 250 goats. We'll move the young stock up here, so we'll keep the main breeding stock in the well, let's call it the good barn, the big barn. It's actually the small barn because it takes a lot less than the others. The expensive barn, that's what we'll call. Yeah, I was so glad that we got this more affordable barn situation approved by the local government. It's just making things a lot easier took a bit of a while to explain to them exactly what we were trying to do, but they've come across. Yeah, so we can store a maximum of 560 odd goats at the moment. Of course, these goats will start breeding as well, so we'll keep that that bottom pen for the young stock, and then we'll feed this pen, or this shed, or this field, whatever you want to call it, as the kids grow up. And of course we'll keep the male animals in the bottom field ready for sale. We'll have to sell them latest at 1 year old, because we don't want them to get to 16 months old and start wanting to breed. We like to bring in fresh genes, let's put it that way. We don't want any crossbreeding. Don't really agree with that. I know some farmers don't worry too much about it because it's all about just getting the milking stock, but I prefer to put fresh genes in. I just think you get much better production, and it's the right way to do it. Just trying to make the track look as realistic as possible. Trying to make it look like a track and not just a road, let's put it that way. Yeah, it's coming along nicely. Not sure whether I've made this, what can one call it, a reception area in front of the pen. I don't know. Well, we'll see. We'll find out as soon as we start delivering stuff whether vehicles can turn in that sort of area. I think we should put some trees around, just so that it doesn't look like it's been plonked down right in the center of a field, which is kind of what it is, but then everything is in the middle of something, somewhere along its line. Yeah, we don't need to put in a huge amount. I think we need to put one in front of the house, just so that it breaks that up a little bit. Somewhere around there. That's looking good. It's about ready for the goatlings. There's Max strolling around, waiting to see who he needs to guard. I think we just put a tap in as well, so that we can get some water for the goatlings, soon to be goats. I just wanted to put on the interactive markers just to make sure that I've got this tap put in the right way around. Yeah, so if I place it there, then we should be able to just pull up the trailer and be able to load and offload water without moving. It makes a big difference. I think I did show that to you guys on in one of the earlier episodes with the second goat pen put up. It's just kind of stuck a little bit off the ground, so I'm just going to camouflage it with a couple of items. Right, need to get some food in there. I think we put 2 grass bales in to start with. Still using the old stock. It's slowly starting to go down. We've got plenty of food at the moment. So we get this round bale of grass, and there's another round bale of grass, and we'll put that in. It remains to be seen whether this little tractor will be able to manage both of them. Come to think of it, I haven't looked to see whether we can put a front end loader on the other tractor, on the Valtra. We should really have one on, so that it doesn't really need it, because we're going to be using this tractor for most of the yard work, provided it can handle 2 bales relatively easy, and I think it will. And I'm sure I've done 2 bales down to the pen stroke sheds, so I'm pretty sure it should be okay. But of course, we may well sell this little tractor in the future. Oops. That wasn't the fault of the tractor. That was my fault. I should have tilted it up slightly. So as it started going downhill, the belts just slipped off. As long as you keep them fairly close to the ground. This turning is always going to be tight here. Not too much of a problem though. Yeah, I'm kind of liking the way this looks. So we've still got lots of space to do other things with. We can still cut that grass. Still quite a bit of grass that can be cut if need be. I don't think we'll cut it this season. Did get a tentative inquiry from the dairy about sheep's milk, but I said to them I want to get the goat system working properly before I move on to something new. They seem to be okay with it. I'm not. Sometimes it's difficult to tell whether they were disappointed or not. But it is an opportunity, you know. So we'll bear that in mind in the next couple of months. We do have quite a bit of feed, and they pretty much eat the same food, although they would have to be kept and milked separately. Max is really liking this area. Seems to be enjoying the action. There he is, frolicking around in the long grass. Can't see him now, but it's quite pleasant to watch him. He's obviously chasing something there. I'm not sure what it is. Or he's looking for something. It might be a little field mouse or something running around there. Maybe a baby rabbit. Keeps looking down. Just just makes it interesting while we're filling up. Because obviously it takes a bit of time to fill and a bit of time to empty. But what we are doing is cutting out the up and down trips to different taps. And we shouldn't have to, if we put quite a bit of water in there, we shouldn't have to fill it up for quite a while, because there'll only be, I think, 24 goatlings to come up. We'll get them moved up now as well. So of course we'll have to, once the goatlings start reproducing as well, we'll have to bring their kids down to this bottom field to do the early growing. So you only move 12 at a time, of course. Yeah, so those are the ones. I'm going to hold on another month before we sell any more of the male kids. Maybe another month after that, just to see what price they get to. I'm not quite sure where the price is going to top out. Next, yeah, the babies we took after. Let's put this 12 going in. Yeah, so with this trailer we do need to make that reception area a bit bigger. We'll do that now quickly. We did kind of flatten out this area. Watch out, Max. I'm going to be working here. Sorry to spoil your fun, boy. Put the dirt down. Where is it? There it is. I think we could be increase it by about the same again. Seems to be about right. Don't want to take up too much space. And we can use this area. As I said, I'm not quite sure what for yet. Might put some open sheep fields in, come to think of it. It's not a bad idea by the dairy. It does kind of make sense. Can do both of them. We just have to keep them separate, that's all. I mean, even though they eat the more same foods and the makeup of the milk is similar, they are two different products, of course, so yeah. We'd have to put a new holding tank in for collection as well for the... We'll have to think about that. That's looking good. Yeah, pretty happy with that. Put in just a couple more trees, mainly just something small on the corner here. Don't want something huge. It's just to have a little to break it up, I suppose, just to not make it just look like an add-on. It doesn't have to be anything big, just something smallish to the left of this tree, or as we're looking at it. It just adds a little bit more down there. A little bit more just to attract the eye as you're coming in. Well, I think that's where we're going to start ending this episode. We're going to pick up another load of kids, another 12. Just get them into the trailer. Oh, that's something I must look at. That the lower exit from that little production area. It's a bit too rough. Is Maxwell around? Can't see him now. Must have wandered off. It's probably lunchtime or something. Let's get these guys. Alright, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Hope you've enjoyed this. Cheerio.